Hello and welcome. This week, we will be previewing a Merritt football game as the Oilers have entered the playoffs after a 19-year hiatus. Last Friday, Merritt topped Ringwood 40-14 at home to clinch its playoff berth, first since 1993. This Friday, the number 4 seed in Class B Merritt will travel to number 1 seed Fox High School in Fox, Oklahoma. Fox is 10-0 overall, 8-0 in its district. Formidable opponent, as they say. Easy to say that, being a number 1 seed. But just has all kinds of weapons, really. It's a balanced. Fox has a balanced offense. They post about 200, a little over 202 passing yards per game, and rush for about 234 yards a game. So they're going to split up duties offensively and present issues for Merritt, especially at quarterback. Taylor Townsend, he's thrown for over 1,900 yards, and he will more than likely pass the 2,000-yard mark against Merritt. He throws about 196 yards a game. So he presents issues. I talked with their Fox's head coach, Brent Phelps, today, and he said really when it comes to running and passing, he's going to do whatever the defense allows. He's not married to one side or the other, although they seem pretty balanced. A good example of that in back-to-back games, its first game against Macomb, they only threw 3 passes, but rushed the ball 23 times en route to 46 points. The next game against Paoli, threw the ball 21 times, rushed it 24 times, en route to about 70 points. So whatever defense, Merritt's defense allows Fox, they're going to take whatever they can get. Merritt's players, I talked to Trek Rundle, Brendan Flowers, and Ryan Garner today. The general consensus is they're a team playing without any pressure. They're the 4 seed, haven't been here since any of their players have on their current team have been born. Merritt hasn't been in the playoffs since then. The pressure is completely off them. They're just going to go out and play and try and play with a high level of intensity. And helping carry them through some of that will be some motivation, especially for Ryan Garner. His grandfather is a lay coach for the high school team, and he had a hip replacement 2 weeks ago after an injury he had in practice, actually, when he fell down. The team kind of rallied around that and played with a higher level of energy against Covington Douglas. Garner admitted that himself, and the other Flowers and Rundle seemed to agree too that gave them a little extra boost. So there's an emotional edge for Merritt in this game, it being its first time in the playoffs in so many years, and maybe with some thoughts of trying to win one for the Gipper for Richard Garner. And Merritt comes into this game on a nice, 2 nice back-to-back wins against Covington Douglas and Ringwood. Right before that, it had back-to-back losses against the 2 best teams in Class B in Laverne and Pond Creek. And Fox, I can't say for sure, but obviously I don't believe will look as physically intimidating as a Laverne or a Pond Creek Hunter. But certainly they come in with a lot of accolades. They average just over 50 points a game. They only allow about 14.5. Their average margin of victory this year has been 37 points. So haven't played a whole lot of close games. Their closest game was against Alex, 34-30 win back in mid-September. So it might be interesting to see how they react to a close, tightly played game against a Merritt team in the playoffs. Certainly with a lot of pressure on them as the number 1 seed. So it'll be interesting to watch. Another area team that's going to be in the playoffs will be Corn Bible Academy. They're going to be traveling to Sharon-Mutual, who's 9-1 and 7-1 in their district. They will do so without Jordan Penner. Jay Penner, I apologize. Their leading receiver, who apparently broke his fibula in a game against Tipton in the regular season finale. So they will do so without Penner. That's a really tough break for them because Penner played quarterback at the beginning of the year and eventually went to receiver when now starting quarterback Scott Dick made his return. So it was a natural move for him to move back to receiver. He was having success there, and now he's out for this first-round playoff game at Sharon-Mutual. So that hurts. And Sharon-Mutual is not going to have any problem scoring. They've got a great quarterback in Cooper Free who has thrown and passed each for more than 1,000 yards this season. He has 1,243 yards in the air and 1,147 yards on the ground. He's completed 66.4% of his passes, and he scored 27 rushing touchdowns. So he will be a force to be reckoned with for Corn Bible Academy. But it will be interesting to see what they can possibly go do at the number 1 seeds place Friday night. Those wrap up the 2 teams that are playoff bound in our coverage area. Elk City, of course, fell to Cache last week, 71-57. They will not be in the playoffs. Look for a short video for Elk City on Saturday, just to kind of wrap up the season and to wrap up what happened in the Cache game. You will be able to link to that from our season in review that will be in Saturday's paper. So you'll find that in the paper, and it'll be up on our YouTube page as well if you're interested in that. That pretty much wraps things up. Both Merritt and Corn Bible's games Friday will be at 7:30, and you can find updates on our Twitter and Facebook page as we get them, and we'll try and keep you posted on how they're doing. Again, Merritt, first time in the playoffs in almost 20 years. Best of luck to them and Corn Bible Academy. I'm Tyler Palmateer with the Daily Elk City in Sports. We will see you next time.